Hello, everybody. Welcome to another enlightening episode of Powerful Views, where we explore themes that offer us profound insights for our daily lives. I'm your host, Karan Gandhi. As you would have observed, I have changed the format of recording and brought myself in front of the camera. I thought, let us try a new method in the new year. In our 23rd episode, I'm going to talk about 5 takeaways from the popular book, The Four Agreements, a practical guide to personal freedom, written by Don Miguel Ruiz. The Four Agreements is a modern spiritual classic that offers a practical guide to personal freedom and spiritual enlightenment. It presents us a set of four principles or agreements that can transform our lives and help us break free from self limiting beliefs and behaviors. The book begins by exploring the impact of domestication and how society molds us into conforming to certain beliefs and behaviors. It then introduces the four agreements that, if adopted, can lead us to personal freedom and happiness. The four agreements are: be impeccable with your word, don't take anything personally, don't make assumptions, and always do your best. Now, let us dive into the top 5 takeaways from the book and explore how these agreements can transform your life. Takeaway 1 is also the agreement 1, which is be impeccable with your word. The first agreement is perhaps the most foundational, being impeccable with your own word. Don Miguel Ruiz emphasizes that our words have immense power. They can create, uplift, and heal, or they can destroy, diminish, and hurt. Being impeccable means using your words with integrity, kindness, and truth. For example, imagine you're having a difficult conversation with your coworker. Instead of criticizing or blaming, you choose your words carefully, ensuring they are constructive and respectful. For instance, instead of saying, you never meet deadlines, you might say, I noticed some delays in recent projects. How can we work together to improve the process? By being impeccable with your word, you foster trust and collaboration rather than create defensiveness. This agreement is a reminder that what we say not only affects others, but also shapes our own reality. Negative or self talk, for example, statements like, I'm not good enough or I always fail, can trap us in cycles of self doubt. Replacing these words with affirmations of possibility and self worth can transform our mindset and outcomes. The second takeaway is the second agreement, which is don't take anything personally. The second agreement is liberating. Don't take anything personally, Ruiz explains. What others say or do is a reflection of their own beliefs, emotions, and experiences. It's never about us. When we stop taking things personally, we free ourselves from unnecessary suffering. For example, let's say a stranger cuts you off in traffic and honks aggressively. Your initial reaction might be of anger or frustration, but this agreement teaches us to pause and recognize that their behavior likely has nothing to do with you. Maybe they're having a bad day or rushing to an emergency. By not taking it personally, you avoid spiraling into negative emotions. This principle also applies to praise. If someone compliments you, it's their perception of you, and it's not an absolute truth. While you can graciously accept kind words, it's important to stay grounded and not base your self worth entirely on others' opinions. Takeaway 3 is agreement 3 from the book, which is don't make assumptions. This agreement is a game changer for improving communications and relationships, which is not to make assumptions. Ruiz explains that assumptions lead to misunderstandings, conflict, and unnecessary pain. Instead, we should have the courage to ask questions and seek clarity. For example, Imagine that your friend hasn't responded to your text for a few days. Instead of assuming that they're ignoring you or upset with you, follow this agreement. Reach out and ask. You might find out that they've been busy, or they've been dealing with a personal issue, or simply forgotten to reply. By avoiding assumptions, you prevent misunderstandings and create space for genuine connection. This principle also applies to workplace dynamics. Instead of assuming your boss is unhappy with you just because he made a vague comment, ask for constructive feedback. Open communication not only resolves doubts, but also strengthens trust and understanding in relationships. Agreement 4 is takeaway 4 for our book, which is always do your best. The fourth agreement ties everything together to always do our best. Ruiz reminds us that our best will vary depending on circumstances. Some days we may be full of energy and creativity, and other days we feel tired or unmotivated. The key is to give your all in the present moment, whatever your best may look like. For example, consider your fitness journey. On some days, you might have the energy to complete an intense workout. On other days, just going for a short walk might be the best you can manage. Instead of judging yourself for not meeting an arbitrary standard, honor your effort and know that you're doing your best in the moment. By consistently doing your best, you avoid regret and self judgment. It's not about perfection, it's about progress and showing up for yourself every day. Now, let us come to the final takeaway, that is takeaway 5, which is breaking free from domestication of society. A broader theme in the four agreements is the concept of domestication. Ruiz describes how, from a young age, we are conditioned by society to conform to its rules, beliefs, and expectations. These external influences often shape our self perception and limit our potential. The book challenges us to question these learned beliefs and reclaim our personal freedom. For example, perhaps you grew up hearing that a successful life requires following a specific path, earning a particular degree, going to a corporate job, and working until retirement. Don't we hear all that? But deep down, you dream of starting your own business or pursuing a creative career. This agreement encourages us to examine whether these societal expectations truly align with our authentic self, and if not, to have the courage to create our own path. Breaking free from domestication is about unlearning limiting beliefs and embracing the truth of who you are. It's not easy, but a journey worth taking. So now, my friends, let us summarize the 5 key takeaways from this book. Takeaway 1, be impeccable with your word. Takeaway 2, don't take anything personally. Takeaway 3, don't make assumptions. Takeaway 4, always do your best. Takeaway 5, break free from domestication of society. The beauty of this book lies in its simplicity. These agreements are easy to understand, but require deep commitment to practice. They encourage us to examine how we communicate, how we perceive others, and how we interpret the world around us. In conclusion, the Four Agreements is a gem of a book that offers profound wisdom and practical guidance for those seeking personal freedom and fulfillment. His teachings resonate deeply and have the potential to bring about positive change in the lives of its readers. If you're looking for a transformative read that encourages self reflection and personal growth, I highly recommend picking up a copy of this book. It may just be the catalyst you need to embark on a journey towards a more authentic and fulfilling life. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Powerful Views. If you appreciate this content, please subscribe to my channel and hit the like button. This is your host, Karan Gandhi, signing off for the day. Keep safe and stay happy.